familia, it's Alex. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. So as you guys can see for the title, we're doing Pan Those Eyeshadows update. I'm very excited as always when it comes to this project Pan. Don't mind me if I'm all over the place today, you guys. I woke up early, already went to Walmart because I'm making a special dish for dinner, so I had to pick up a few things. And after I came back, I went on a 3.5-mile bike ride with the children and Mr. Man, of course. So I'm all over the place. And it's only 11 o'clock in the morning, so that's what my day entails. And if you're wondering, yes, the whole entire time I've been out, I've been wearing this eye makeup. I legit test out my stuff hardcore. So obviously we're here to do my update. So I have my 5 shadows here for you guys. But first, if you're new to my channel, welcome to the familia. My name is Alejandra. I'm an eyeshadow enthusiast with a dash project pan. If that is something that interests you, subscribe, join us. And now without further ado, let's get on with this update before I drive myself crazy. So my hair is a hot mess from the wind. If you guys hear any noises, I shut the windows, so I'm a little bit hot right now, but I did shut the windows. One of our neighbors is getting their roof done as we speak and adding solar panels, and then the other one is getting cement poured in their backyard. So I have a bunch of trucks all in the front, and I'm trying to shut the windows so you guys don't hear it. Not to mention airplanes flying, you know, the whole drill. My kids are in the front yard playing, so bear with me, you guys, bear with me. It is Friday for you guys. I'm currently, when you guys are watching this video, cooking a special dish, so I'm just here trying to calm it down, my adrenaline. I have my water here going because that was a very uphilly bike ride we took. My legs are hurting. All right, guys, so I have my 5 shadows here, and as always, I always start with the shadows that I have my least progress on and the ones that I have the most progress on. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. So we're gonna start out with the Too Faced Candy eyeshadow. This was in the color Sweet Toffee. This eyeshadow, I started out, it was completely brand new. I shared with you guys, I never touched this palette at all. And as you guys can see now with this eyeshadow, I have a nice dip going on. As you guys can see it right there. Now, how I've been using this eyeshadow is on my lower lash line. So you guys can see I've been using a pencil brush with it. That's why it has more of a bit of a centered. I have used it all over the lid. I have used it as a halo look. I have used it as an outer V. I've used it as a liner. So I've used this multiple times in different ways. In total, I have used this eyeshadow 11 times. So I either have 9 more uses or hit pan, one of the two, and this should be out next month. So I'm doing pretty good with this one. I didn't expect to have this much progress because knowing how Too Faced eyeshadows are, this one seems to be less impacted, maybe because it's a shimmery shade, and it is very, very pigmented. This is still in the running, and I will still continue to use this. Next update, this should be out. Now for my next one that I didn't hit pan on, but I have hit my 20 uses. This is the second round that this eyeshadow has been in. This is the Pat McGrath shadow number 3. As you guys can see from the last update, you can see that I got usage out of this eyeshadow. It looks used, but like I mentioned, it is super pigmented and very, very soft. You do not need a lot on your eyes. Now you can see that I have a nice dip going on, but I did not hit pan. I have used this 20 times. You guys, I could not dig. Even if I wanted to dig in this eyeshadow, there was no way I could dig into this eyeshadow. It's the Lorac formula as far as the softness goes, but the pigmentation is 10 times more than the Lorac one. So I barely would brush my brush in there, like I just would go like this, and enough pigment would be on there for an eye and a half, like this whole eye and then some. So I didn't need a lot to work with when I used this shadow. So I really only used this 20 times and no pan. But you can see that I have a nice dip. So you guys can really see that I've used quite a bit of it. So this is going to be rolled out because I've hit my usage goal, not so much my pan. But maybe if this gets rolled in the future, I will be able to use up and hit pan on that one. Now on to the next one, which was my single. As you guys know, I always choose one single 4 shadows from a palette, and that is my Makeup Geek Center Stage. That was rolled in last month, and that was completely brand new. The only thing I did with it was swatch it for you guys. And as you guys can see now, it shows usage, and you can see a little bit of a dip there. The main way I've been using this eyeshadow is as a liner. So I love this eyeshadow as an eyeliner. It really does show up and is there. I don't need a lot for it to have the full effect. You could see it from a distance, and I do appreciate it from the shadow. I have used this as an outer V as well, including a buffing as a lower lash line. This is it's a satin, but it's a strong satin, but I can still get away with it as using it as a matte. So it's not super sparkly, not super metallic where I can't use it on the outer V. So I do like this shadow. It's a lot of fun. I've I've been having a lot of fun with the wing liner, the blue wing liner that I've been doing with it. It looks awesome with this one, this rustic reddish orange shade, and then use this as a liner. It's really cool in the eyes. So I have been using it. I've only used it 7 times. So that means I have to use this 13 times or hit pan on it. So this may or may not be rolled out next month. I don't know. This one's giving me a little bit of a tough time because I have to incorporate it into looks as I'm testing things out as well. That one's the one that's giving me my run for my money because of the fact that it is so deep in its shade that I'm having a hard time wanting to reach for it. But I've reached for it 7 times. We have 13 more to go. The next eyeshadow I want to share with you guys is the glittery one. That is the Hungry Ghost. As you guys can see from the last update, we rolled it in last time. So it was brand spanking new, never touch. I've only swatched it for you. Super beautiful eyeshadow. You have seen me wear this over the blue shadow that I just shared with you guys. So I did put this over the blue shadow. As you guys can see, I have pan on this now. This is so easy to hit pan, you guys. These glitter shadows are super easy to hit pan. So this is going to be rolled out. I've only used it 3 times. And I'm explaining you how I used it. The first time you guys saw, I barely sprinkled a little bit on my inner corner and just wore it that way. The second time I really went ham on my eyelid just to see the opacity of it, how long it stayed, if it trickled down or anything. And as chunky as this glitter is, it didn't fall out all over my face with glitter glue, not just using it this way. I would recommend using a glitter glue if you are going to use it anywhere on your face because of the chunkiness of it. It's not finely milled and I would be afraid that it would fall on my eye. But the best way I've seen using this, you guys, I use it on my kids' nails as nails. So I'm going to use up all of my glitters using it on my nails. I'm honest, it looked beautiful. I did her nails in orange, a little lady, and then on the accent, I used this. And she thought it was going to look white, and then it has that duochrome effect that you guys saw in the swatch where it showed orange. The other way I love using these is my kids' artwork. They have like those wooden artworks that you paint, and then like she had a sun and she wanted me to add a little bit of glitter to the sun, and it adheres so well and it looks so beautiful on artwork. So if you don't want to use your glitter, use it on your kids' artwork, your artwork, any DIY artwork that you have for your house. Use your glitter for that. Use it on your nails. Like you can even use eyeshadow on your nails. Rebecca Morgan did a whole entire video how you can use eyeshadows on your nails. I will link that down in the description box. I have to remind myself, remember that, editing Alex. So I'll link that down below so you guys can check that out. But you can use your shadows on your nails too. So that's how this one got used. It was super easy. 2 times on the eyes, and the 3rd time I used on her nails and her artwork, and that's how I was able to hit pan. So this is going to be rolled out. It was fun while it lasted. I had no problem with it. I knew I was going to be able to hit pan on it rather quickly because of the way that it's made, and I didn't have trouble finding ways to use it. Last but not least is the eyeshadow that has been here 2 or 3 months. I can't remember. This is the Fairy Tale Storybook Cosmetics one. This is in the color Thora. Last update, I had a nice dip going. You probably weren't able to see it too much on the actual camera, but in person you could see the rings, and now you guys can see I've hit pan. It's a tiny pan, but I have hit pan. This worked well as a transition shade. It just went well with any eyeshadow that I put on top of it. It played nicely. The color wasn't too much where it wasn't going to work with warm tones or cool tones. I really enjoyed it. This is very, very pretty. I loved it. The eyeshadows in this formula are very powdery, so it's rather easy, and they're pretty shallow. So I only used this 14 times, you guys. So I didn't use this one this much to hit pan on. So this also will be rolled out. All right, so let's recap, shall we? We are rolling out 1, 2, 3 eyeshadows. So we have 3 eyeshadows that I'm going to be rolling out. We still have this one right here, which I will just do a swatch for you guys right now. So that way when we get the new shadows, you guys can see that. We have my single. So this is the eyeshadow that I still have. And then this is my single. So I'm not going to be rolling in a single. I will have the other 3 come out of a palette. month. As you guys know, all of my palettes and singles, duos, everything that I'm putting into this project pan are in a actual spreadsheet. So I'm going to pull that one up so I can have it ready for you guys. And then it'll randomize and then we choose whatever palette I want. Okay, so let's see what we get. 501, and I need 3, so might as well do all 3. 550 and 444. All right, let me see what they are. All right, you guys, you ready? These are the 501 is my Too Faced Palm Springs, which is that little mini one that I have. I have yet to even use it, so we're rolling that in. 550 is my Violet Voss, or did I say Too Faced? Yeah, I did say it. 550 is a Violet Voss Holy Grail palette, which I haven't used in a while, so that's exciting. And 444 is my Smashbox Full Exposure, which I already have in this project pan. So just for the sake that I already rolled something in that palette, and I know that I'm not going to hit pan on it, I'm just going to roll again. And I wanted to let you guys know, just because I have so many palettes, like, come on, why do I have to get a repeat? So I will be rolling in again another one. So I will not be putting in 444. 113. So I'm going to check that one and let's see. 113 is the ColourPop Mar palette. That is a 9-pan palette. So I'm going to pull all those out and then we're going to randomize the shade that I will be panning. Alrighty, you guys. So let's start out with the first one. I thought it was a small Too Faced one, but it's not. It's actually this one. And I did get this one in BoxyCharm before I canceled that. So I did get it there. I haven't used it yet. This is what it looks like, and I'm pretty sure I'm not going to hit pan on any of these eyeshadows. So we have 3, 4, 12 eyeshadows, so I'm going to put 12 eyeshadows in here. Randomize, shall we? 4. Oh my goodness. It's this dark brown chocolate right there. So let's swatch this one and put it in here. Let me take off this, shall I? So there so far is our color story. So we have that one in. Then we have the Violet Voss Holy Grail one, and this looks like this. This is pretty beat up because I use this quite a bit. So here it is right here. So we have 20 eyeshadows. We always go across. 14. So you guys know I always go across. So 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, which is so jelly. It's like a duochrome peachy shade. Oh, that is pretty. Oh, I like this one. So there it is right there. And the last one, since we're not doing the Smashbox Full Exposure, since you guys know I already had that in here, the mod one, I have the OG one before they repackaged it. And yeah, of course, I never used it. Here it is right here in all its glory. So we have 9 eyeshadows. So let's see which one comes up. 5. So we have 3, 4, 5. This one right over here, dead center. Wow, that is bright. Oh my gosh. I would have never chosen this, you guys. Like, I'm having so much fun because now that I have everything in here, I would have never chosen any of these eyeshadow palettes. Like, that's so cool. Look at this. Nothing goes together. I'm going to have to really figure this out. My thing is, whenever I get these, I don't necessarily try to do looks with only these 5 eyeshadows. I'm telling you guys, I bring everything else into my collection to make these work. And I concentrate on 2 to 3 of these eyeshadows per month. So you guys can at least see some sort of progress. Because if I were to try to figure out something with all 5 of these, you wouldn't see a dent in any of these. So I'm going to start working on these 2 because these are my oldest ones, and then pick one of these 3 to go along with these. But my goal is to get these out to roll 2 new in and figure something out with these. I have a feeling this one's going to be rather easy for me. And maybe these 2 might be a fun eye look. This brown one seems to be easy. That'll go with anything. So that is it, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I love this. And I'm so happy to see quite a bit of people that have been joining this project pan. Alexi, who created this, had an awesome idea because this is so much fun, and I'm so happy I was able to curate it to my own thing. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you guys in these videos right over here. Until then, bye guys.